Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are starting a new chapter number 4, environmental balance. Take out your EVS book, page number 18. Environmental balance, there are two main terms, that is living thing and non-living thing. What are living things? Living things are born, grow, reproduced and grow old and die, which means a living thing like animals, like human beings and like plants which are born, grow and die. People's, plants and animals are all living things. Living things need air, water, food and shelter for living to survival. Non-living things are those they do not grow, reproduce, grow old or die. Non-living things can be natural or man-made, which means in this picture you can see on left hand side there are some living things like animals, plants and bacteria, and non-living thing having including water, soil, minerals and light. On page number 18 you see in this picture, here is a question asks the here is the activity for you. Try this. Ask the elder in your family to take you to a riverside or to a lake or a stream. Make a list of all the living things you see there. As you can see in this picture, there are many living things present beside the river. There are fishes, frog, and different types of animals and plants and different types of birds which are living on the tree beside the river. If you do not know the name of any of the living thing you see nearby the river, make a note of them describing their shape, color, sound, shelter, etc. or draw their picture. Count how many types of living beings you see beside the river. Now repeat the activity near your house and in the school garden or in a field. Can you tell which one of the place you visit show the greater biodiversity? To study biodiversity of a place, scientists make a large number of observations, which means to study the interaction between living and non-livings are studied by the scientists. They make their observation in different conditions such as in day or night, in different seasons like winter season, summer season, etc. They having special device to make observation of living things that are found at great height or depths. Height means on the mountains and depth means underground or in the water. As of microorganisms, observation of many scientists are brought together and studied again. Only when all such effects are made over a long period of time can be sure of a biodiversity of a place. The environment. What is environment? On page number 19 you have to see this. The surrounding and the condition in this surrounding which affects the life of organisms that are together known as their environment, which means we are living in a particular area. Our surrounding place is called as our environment, and if some plants or some animals or some trees are living in the forest area, then their surrounding are there is their environment. It includes many components such as sunlight, air, water, soil, plants and animals, etc. Living and non-living things are depend on each other, which means a living thing like a plant or a animals need oxygen from the air, which means uh, they are dependent on the atmosphere for their oxygen, which means they are interconnected. Or we need soil to grow our plants, which means we are dependent on it. There is a lot of give and take or interaction between them. Environmental science studies these interaction. So turn your page on page number 20. Here is the topic, the food chain. Look at the picture. Grasshopper eat grass and leaves, and birds eat grasshopper, which means here in this picture, as you can see, sun is there, because of which grass gets sunlight and grow, and grass is eaten by the grasshopper, and grasshopper is nextly eaten by the bird. Then in this picture you see that some grass are there which is eaten by the caterpillar or by the grasshopper, and they both are eaten by the bird, which means this is an food chain which are continuing in environment. Can you tell? There are two questions. Who eats bird? Here is a small bird, as you can see in this picture. Some birds like eagle, like owl, and like animal like snake, reptile like snake, and their young ones, which means all these can eat the bird and their young ones. Second question is, what is the food of plant? Plants prepare their food by their own with the help of sunlight, water, and the mineral absorbed from the soil, which means the plant gets sunlight and minerals and water from the soil because of their roots, and they can absorb CO2, which means carbon dioxide, from the air and remove the O2. O2 means oxygen, which is essential for animals or human beings, which means the plant prepare their food with the help of sunlight, mineral, water, and CO2. Here, look at the picture below on page number 20. There is a several link in this chain. If these links are to be were to separate from each other, could they be called a chain? Here you see a chain in this picture. If they break or if they get separated, then they do not called as chain because they are separated from each other. Even though each link is a complete object, it is joined to the link before and after it. If any link come loose, which means if any link get loose, the chain is broken. Here the chain is broken, which means to complete the chain, every section have to be connected with each other. In the first picture, you see the sun, some plants, a grasshopper, and a bird. They are all connected. Like this chain, the food chain is connected to each other. Each of component plant, grasshopper, bird is food for the next one. That is why we say that they form a chain. Such a chain is called as a food chain. Each of these components is linked in a food chain. Can you tell? Look at the picture. This is a activity for you. You have to answer this and write this in your notebook. What is the deer food and what is the food of the tiger? This picture below shows another food chain. You have to guess the missing link in it. Look at the first and third picture. Think of connection between them and complete the chain. Here you can see sun, with the help of which grass and plants are growing. Plants are eaten by this um, caterpillar, and this caterpillar is eaten by the small bird, and small bird is eaten by the owl. In nature, there are many food chains. If one of the link is a if one of the links in a chain become extinct, can the food chain loss? Here is the question. Answer of which is that extinct means a the particular link, the particular part of a food chain, like if bunny or if a rabbit get extinct, which means vanished or disappear from the link, from the food chain, then the food chain get lost or food chain get destroyed, which can affect the environment. So in every food chain, a particular component is compulsory and important. That's all for today. Thank you, and in next video I'll continue this chapter.